Hi, everyone. I wanted to give you some reminders about how we are moving from part one into part two. What I'd like to do is offer you a bit of an extension to give you some time to look over the contributions of your peers in this cohort in their VoiceThread introductions and in their reflection blogs. I feel like we got off to a great start and then everything in the world got very heavy for all of us with the beginnings of the war in Ukraine and on top of other stresses and concerns in our life that were already there. So I'd like to give you a little bit of a reset and encourage you to go back and look at your colleagues' voice threads and look at their reflection blogs and take some time to just listen to their comments. There has been some beautiful sharing in the VoiceThread introductions. Several of them have more than one slide. There might be an opening slide with a photo and then a second slide that might have an audio or a video comment. One presentation has 4 slides. So make sure you're navigating through. So let me just give you an example. So here's part 1. I'm going to go into our VoiceThread. So here is our panel of really interesting and exciting VoiceThread sharing that we have. But for example, if I look at Bin's VoiceThread here, if I click on it, I can see that this is slide 1 of 2. So to get to the next slide, if I want to see his whole presentation, I need to click down here in the lower right and navigate to the other slide. The other way that I can do that is to use this icon that has multiple, it has like 2 panels there. That will show me all the slides together, and then I can pick one to comment on. So just make sure you're looking through. To find the blogs, you will go to the blog tab and you will see here the part 1 reflection blog. Since we have crossed a month, some of the blog entries are categorized in February and some are in March. So to see everybody's blog from February, simply click on that February tab and then that will open everybody's blog from that. And then if you want to go back and see March, you click on that and you can see the entry there. So go ahead and read through what your colleagues have had to say and leave a comment. I think this will help us reset our community. In parts 2 and 3, you will all be doing more individual work, and so you won't have the same kind of opportunity to dialogue and see each other. So I just want you to take a few extra days to give yourself that time to be in this community a little bit in this front part of the course before you go off into your individualized learning paths. Bin had a wonderful comment here in his blog about how we need to imagine communities into being. So I'd like you to take a little time and imagine our community together before you move into part 2. When you are ready for part 2, you'll find it here under Learning Modules, Part 2, Active Learning. And in this part, it's a little bit different than part 1 in that it has 5 experiments for you to choose from. You will be choosing 2. So there are readings that we have here for you, and then you will choose 2 out of 5 experiments to do over the course of March. And we're going to have you try to finish that work by March 22nd. But again, we might make the deadline a little flexible because of everything that's been going on. But if you could shoot for March 22nd, that would be great. So give yourself a little bit to review each experiment. Everything you need for the experiment is right here in the instructions for each one. So there is, let me just do a quick review. There's a webinar on motivating students through critical and creative thinking. That is excellent. There is a chance to go deeper in learning about VoiceThread and active learning. And I have a webinar that I did last fall here for you. There is another webinar here on using on-the-fly assessment strategies in the classroom. Improving active listening in your live virtual class meetings. And for some of you, you might be really interested to learn about how to use formative assessment with low-stakes quizzes as another way to drive active learning in your courses. And Lisa Linfield, our instructional technologist and course design manager, leads this experiment. So you will pick two. One distinct difference here is that the links in each experiment go to the Part 2 reflection blog. So once you've done your 2 experiments, I would like you to post about those experiments in the reflection blog. And those, you can find it by clicking on this link, and here are the instructions, or you can find the blog by simply going to the blog tab and clicking on Part 2 experiment outcomes. So good luck. I look forward to learning a bit more about you, and thank you for your participation in Part 1.